Welcome to the MMA Fan Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Stu and Blake.
Hey!
All right, lads.
That's the best hello we've ever had.
How
you doing?
Just on the bike.
Lovely, amazing. Getting that last bit of work in.
Yeah.
Nice.
How you been, Molly?
I misjudged the time, didn't I?
Don't worry. We'd expect nothing less, and we love the commitment on the bike and on the show. Is there anything you can't do,
I
Molly?
might get the girls out.
Oh, there you go. Those that aren't watching it on YouTube, there you go.
Yeah, unlucky. Only fans.
Molly, I want to know how the book's doing. How's the Be True to You book doing?
The book's doing well, lads. Sold a good few copies. I don't see none of all the profits go to, what's the name of it? Stonewall. So I don't see nothing. To be honest, it's literally just a coming out aid for the kids, and yeah, that's all really, lads.
It's amazing though, Molly. It's a similar situation like with me and Stu on this podcast. I put loads of work in, but Stu takes all the money. You know, he's not a charity or anything. He's just like
just greedy.
He's just greedy. He's a big puppet master, just controlling me from behind the scenes. But I wanted to ask you about that though, in terms of like, because you're doing such a brilliant thing for the LGBTQ community with your book, and it's raising money for Stonewall, as you say. Do you think the mainstream media are doing enough to promote mixed martial artists that are doing good in the world and good in the community and stuff?
Yeah. Someone put a tweet on the other day, actually. It was an American company, I can't remember who, and it was just like, well, actually, just in case you forgot, good things are happening around the world, and my book, and that was on it. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but I just said, like, I wanted to release the book at the beginning of fight camp, and then post-camp, I can go back to pushing it. I'll be going into schools to talk about it. I'll have a lot more time for that kind of thing. And the Rainbow Lace Initiative with Stonewall, the Rainbow Laces month in the Premier League is December, so I'm going to be doing a lot of work with the Premier League clubs, and then hopefully bring that into combat sport. That's my goal for next year.
Brilliant.
And I guess looking ahead to the fall, firstly, how's training going? I mean, you're in the middle of it right now as we speak.
We're in the green zone.
How's camp been?
Long. I found out May the 4th, didn't I, about this fight, and it's been long. I have given everything I've got to it, mind, body, soul, got rid of relationships, like friendships, moved out on my own, been segregated to myself to just focus on the fight and nothing but the fight. And I haven't really done any media or anything, or I haven't had like my normal documentary team coming in to do the work. I've just been focusing on myself, and just, if Paddy's had stuff and they wanted me to talk about him, I'll give a little bit of an interview, but I'm just trying to stay as focused as possible to give the performance that I deserve. And I believe that the opponent who I've got is a worthy dance partner. So I'm happy about that.
What can you tell us about is it Ji Young Kim? Like, what have you been watching tapes on her? Because there's quite from a little bit of research I did, and I don't know if I've been taken in by something here. There's quite a reach discrepancy between you, isn't there? Isn't there like a 10-inch reach discrepancy or something like that?
Yeah, I was just speaking to someone then, a boxer called Chantal Cameron. I was like, she got as long arms as you, because I was thinking, fuck me, it's a tough night in the office. Do you know what I mean? But I've just been doing lots of, been working with my boxing coach on the reach side of things.
Yeah.
And what we've just what you do when you're a small fighter is you make a tall fighter fight small, and they don't like it. So it's just been working. The last 2 fights before this was focusing on my opponent's strengths, and this I've got to focus on mine. So I'm organised chaos, lad. Yes. And normally, well, there is a game plan as such, but it's just, Molly, go and enjoy yourself. Go and have fun. Stand up if you want to stand up. Take it down if you want to take it down. And dirty boxer to fuck if you want to be a little rat man. So if all else fails, I'm taking it back to the streets.
Oh, that's what I mean, and that's what all the fans love you for, Molly. So I'm even more excited about the fight than I was before now.
Of course.
And speaking about fans, Molly, how was it when you got the call that it was not going to be in the UK and it was moving to the States?
Do you think I got the call, or do you think Ariel Hawani slipped me a WhatsApp? Ariel messaged me, and I was like, "Oh, sound, lad. Well, I'll see you in Vegas. I've got the what's it called? I've got the 4-year visa now, so I'm not asked. They'll have like at least 100 people in there screaming, and I'll have them all screaming, meatball, meatball. So,
is it better for you? Because we've discussed with Jack Shaw about the financial implications of it going from London to Vegas, but we also spoke to Paddy recently, your partner at the gym at Next Gen, and he was talking about the benefits of both of you being there, because you can share like corner staff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So does that make it, and also does it make it nicer for you that Paddy's there in general, like keeping the atmosphere light and stuff? You
will have seen Blake on when we fight on Cage Warriors. Me and him have the same vibe, and it's just that scouseness, and I can fight. I said I never want to fight without a crowd again, but knowing that I've got him in the changes, that's it. Like, from what I've seen, he's opening the main card, and I'm on the last prelim. So I'll be like, right, lads, fucking get ready. I'm gonna go and put this girl out. And then you get in, and I'm going to be able to watch his fight. So it's how we've always done it, me and Pad.
And is there any kind of, because you are coming off the back of a difficult time of those 2 losses, do you think that there's going to be any benefit to it not being in London, like less pressure? Or do you think that with it being in London, you would have been able to use that crowd to really push on more?
After losing the second fight, when I first spoke to you, you see my mindset change. So, to be honest, mate, in the words of my man coach, I've already won. It's already done. So it doesn't really matter. It's still a cage. The door's still getting locked. So it's still me and her in there. Everything else is just a formality. So I'm getting in there. I'll go and do the business. And this will be me first finish in the UFC, I'm telling you.
Brilliant stuff.
Excellent. I mean, how do you see the fight? I mean, you say you're going to get a finish. Have you got a game plan? But I don't expect you to tell us the game plan, of course. But like, how do you see it going?
Whoever controls the centre of the cage will win, and that's how most fights go, lad. And in order for me to put like. She could know and the world can know. I will not take a backward step, and I'm just going to press forward. And my pressure will be too much. We've been building this gas tank to just go. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to press. Be it standing up, be it on the floor, be it wrestling against the cage. I'm ready for it all. Like I say, the last 2 fights we was offensive or counter fighting, and my best performances that have been when I've just been offensive and not staying too rigid to a game plan, just go and express myself. So I've took control of my career and my fighting style, and I've had good success with it the whole fight camp before the lads. I was training with little Dakota, I say little, she fucking towers me like. Do you know who I'm on about, Dakota? I can't say her last name. Oh, I'm going to butcher it, but she's from Manchester anyway. She's an up-and-coming pro, and she's imitated my opponent so well. So I'm absolutely ready for it, lads.
And there seems to be I mean, we've lost a few fights off of that card, with some British fighters on there. But looking down the card, there's obviously some great sort of British talent on there. Aside from Paddy, obviously, there are other British fighters that you're looking forward to watching.
Yeah, there is, but I've just started saying it's Liverpool versus the world. You know what I mean? Paddy, Darren and Tom. Liverpool. I was really sad to hear about Lerone.
Oh,
yes.
And I literally went to Hyperbaric Chamber yesterday and see Mark Dear Casey. I was devastated about that one, but look, there's still 12 fights on the card, lads, so happy days. Yeah. I just want to get in, fucking do the business and come back home and celebrate it in Liverpool. Like, this is the golden era of MMA, and Liverpool is at the forefront right now, and it's our time to shine, and we always kind of come up with trumps, so the city will be going off, and it's just going to be a special moment in time, and I'm a part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we're meeting up to watch it, Blake and I, but I don't think there's going to be any better place to watch that fight than in a boozer in Liverpool.
Listen, all the Allman's pubs have got it on, all the nightclubs, like every nightclub's got the tellies on, and the amount of times I'm getting messaged, what time's it on? I'm like, fucking use Google. Stop messaging me. I don't know what time I'm fighting.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
I'm cutting weight, man. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And are you feeling all good at the weight cuts all going well? You're all on where you need to be at this stage and everything?
Yeah, science-wise, I've just got about 1 kilo to get off of me by Sunday, and then it'll just be a water load and there'll be no saunas or baths. So we've all learned our lessons on the weight cutting front, and we've got it down now to, as long as we fly in the 60s, I don't have to cut anything. So we're there nearly. It's in touching distance. It's just why I'm on here now.
Yeah. And we know that you're super busy with that, and we don't want to get in the way of your training too much, so we won't take your time up for too much longer. But the one thing I wanted to ask you about is about the particularly the flyweight division and the bantamweight divisions within female MMA. There's a lot made, particularly within the kind of like MMA media sphere and fans as well, saying that the champions, with it being Nunes and Shevchenko, are so far ahead of the contenders that the divisions suffer a little bit because of that. Do you think that's true, or do you think that there are people within those divisions that can give them a real run for their money? It's just that people aren't talking about them yet or something?
Do you know, I think that both divisions are like I think the flyweight division is one of the strongest divisions in the whole of the UFC. Shevchenko is the best there is. But I'd say the top 20, it's like minute differences in the rankings, but she's just on a different level. So once she retires, it'll be like when Ronda retired, the belt to change hands, yeah. And then someone will come in, and she's ahead of the game at the minute, and she's got the answers to everything that's being asked of her. But there'll come a time when her time will be up and someone else will come through. Do you know what I mean? I think Lauren Murphy might be able to be like a bit of a stalemate. And and I don't know, I didn't think she'd beat JoJo, and she did. Do you know what I mean?
I thought it was very close, but I thought, if anything, it might have been a draw, because I think there could have been a 10-8 round in there, maybe. Yeah, but I think JoJo won 2 of those rounds. I definitely didn't think Lauren won the fight.
Yeah. No, but it's one of them, isn't it, lads? So, Nunes, no one's touching, no one's shining a candle to her. No one at all. Have you got Star Wars knickers on? me me boxing friend Chantal Cameron, world champion over there, is lifting weights. I could just see Star Wars.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I think well done.
Absolutely.
Well done.
My birthday's May the 4th. It's the Star Wars day.
Oh, yes. May the meatball be with you.
Molly, look, we're super aware that you're literally on the bike at the moment, and we're so happy to know that the training's going well, weight cut's going well. You've been lovely that you've come back on for a second time to talk about the fight coming up. Just want to wish you all the best. Blake and I are going to be screaming from the sofas for you, and then
we will be.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you've not got work the next day, or even if you have, I'm expecting you on the beers. I'll send you my number. I want a little WhatsApp group. We'll do a video call after me and Paddy's won. We'll get right on it.
Lovely.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. We'll be on it.
Best of luck, Molly.
Go on then, lads. Catch you later.
Thanks
Cheers,
loads,
Molly.
mate. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
See you later.